Yo, what is going on, guys? I am Skeptic from Zenith, and I am here with.
Classic pandas.
And today we're going to be talking about some huge news in the CSGO community. So, first off, IBP has recently been unbanned, but the only thing is they are not like. It's kind of hard to explain. They're allowed to compete, but say if they're ever eligible for a major, they can't compete in that. But everything else they can, which is decent. They're gonna be able to play once again, but like I said, not in the majors, which Valve needs to fucking fix now. They need to officially unban them. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this?
Okay, so,
And your mic cut out.
sorry about that.
It's all good.
When I came into the CS:GO scene, I was not right after they got banned. It was like a year, like late 2016, early 2017. So I haven't been in the CS community for long, but I did hear that they got banned, and I didn't know the whole story until like I got into CS. Were they throwing? If I'm right, yeah,
They
or
were match
they're
fixing.
throwing.
Basically, they
Yeah.
like the official thing is there was a website called CS:GO Lounge, and what they did is they put their skins, like you could vote on which teams that are gonna win, and the one the one you put on that wins, you get more skins. So they put all of their skins on the enemy team. All right, they voted thousands of dollars worth of skins on the enemy team, and then when they were going against them, they threw purposely so they would have a ton of money afterwards.
So they were just making money off of losing.
Yeah, basically.
Well, now they are unbanned now.
Yeah, but they still
think,
can't compete in majors.
Yeah. Do you think that anytime soon they will? Like maybe sometime late this year, or just sometime in general?
I honestly don't know, because Valve likes to play favorites with their games. So, for example, the same thing happened in Dota 2. But Dota 2 player, the match fixers were only banned for 12 months instead of permanently, which is kind of retarded in my mind. But I don't know. I don't see them. I feel like they should be banned officially soon, because obviously everyone supports Brax, mainly Brax, because he's an insane player. He's young, because everyone's name is hashtag free Brax. And there's some people where it's like hashtag unban IBP or free IBP. And I feel like if everyone just shows their support, like showing that they want them to be unbanned, they want them to compete again, that they will probably make make Gaben make a decision to unban them. God, I can't say anything.
It's finally given.
Yeah.
Well, I think like what you said with the Dota thing, it was only 12 months. But I kind of think they permanently ban you on CS because of how successful CS is. I mean, millions of people are still playing CS, still like gambling skins, and like the ESO pro scene is like so big, kind of like Call of Duty. So, in my opinion, I like free IY Power and free Brax and all. Like Brax is back. I've been watching him stream a lot lately. But I just think that they did this with CS because of how much of a prized possession it is to everyone.
Well, I don't know how big the Dota scene is, but I feel like CS:GO is bigger than Dota. So if CS:GO is really like important to them, they would be like, all right, this team fucked up. Let's give them 12 months. But if Dota 2 is not as big as CS, they would be like, all right, no one's gonna care about these guys, give them a permanent ban. But I don't know, it's not fair either way. It's dumb.
I mean, that's just how it is in CS, and like just life in general. If you mess up, something's gonna eventually happen. You're bound to get caught. Like nothing's gonna stay there forever, so you can cheat as much as you're gonna get caught.
Yeah, and the thing is like these players learned from their mistake. I remember, I think it was Steeler Days, one of them. They were like, I would do anything. I would do community service. I would do anything. I would give up my life just to compete again and stuff like that. And they obviously feel really bad about doing it. And I know Brax, like, I feel like Brax would be a part of Cloud9 instantly. I know he's a huge fan of Cloud9 because on his streams, he always, back then he used to have Cloud9 advertisements on his streams, or his profile pictures would be C9, and like it kind of ruined his career because he's been playing CS Source when like he was like 14, and he's been in like ESC, like he's been playing with pros since then. So I feel like this really like took a toll on him, and it could have in an alternate universe where he didn't make this decision, he would have been the simple of his time, honestly.
Yeah, and like you said, he's young. Like, you and me are both young too, and we're doing what we can on YouTube and just like trying to stream. We're just trying to make content and play CS. I know you play a lot of Xbox games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does suck, you know, being I don't know exactly how old he is, but you know, being at that young of an age and like, oh, I really could have messed up something that would have took me farther as I got older. It really just sucks to think about, you know, it can like destroy your motivation and just really like I wouldn't have been surprised if you kind of like took a break or quit, because you know it happens to everyone. You know, you mess up, and at the time when you mess up, you just like, well, now what do I do? Yeah,
and I think you're just kind of stuck. And I think he is 20 years old, 20 something. I don't know.
Yeah, so he's not that old. You know, I mean, most of the CS players are older, like 23, 27, in between that range. So there's not like really old, like I don't know how you describe old people, but there might be older CS players.
Yeah, there's way older CS players like Pasha Biceps. He's already a dad. He's been a dad. He has a wife. He has a home. Yeah, he's insane. And I thought that was pretty insane in like the CS:GO community because, like I said, ever since the ban and like when IBP was unbanned, Brax stopped streaming. Well, I don't think he was streaming back then, but he didn't stream as often, and people would get like clips of him and stuff like that, and like they were insane, and people were like, you know, we need to unban this kid and stuff like that. So they would show their support through like free Brax and stuff like that. But but little stuff like that might not work on Valve. So yeah.
Well, yeah, because Valve is such a huge company. I'm not gonna say they don't care about the people who play their games, but like people who are gonna throw their game or like put a bad name on them, they're probably just gonna let it fly by, you know?
Yeah, but
like if for you, like if someone put a bad name on you, you would just let it fly by. It's like because you don't want that to come out about your game or about how you run your company or anything like that.
But like I said, they like to play favorites. And there was a video of it was called How CS:GO is Made, basically just like saying that we get like shit updates and whatnot. We get broken guns when new guns come out. For example, the R8 revolver was broken as shit. The AUG was broken as shit when it first came out, and the CZ Auto was broken as shit when it first came out. And then it was like a side-by-side comparison on who gets more updates. And it was Dota that got more updates than CS. And CS, you would fucking have to wait like months in order to get just one update. But I don't know. I feel like Valve won't change their minds anytime soon.
No. But it is what it is, you know. Eventually, they'll just say, let's give it a chance. If you think about it market-wise, if they did let iBuyPower compete again, it would be huge. Like tickets would be sold out. People would just start freaking out about it.
Yeah, because I feel like if, like I said, in an alternate universe, if iBuyPower didn't make this decision, they would be on top with like Cloud9. They would be at their skill level. But in other news on people not changing, Jake Paul I know it's not gaming related, but it is YouTube drama related, and you know we're kind of small YouTubers, so I thought I'd put my 2 cents in. What the fuck's going on in his head, dude?
I don't know. 50, what is it? 51 people want to sue him right now.
Of his neighbors, apparently.
Yeah. 50, like 50 to 51 of his neighbors want to sue him for being, I think it was like disruptive and just being loud in his house. Like, what goes on in your head?
You know that episode of SpongeBob where fucking Plankton took control over SpongeBob? I feel like this is happening to Jake Paul, dude, because he's just insane right now. Like, what the fuck, dude? So first off, the first thing was he was loud, all right, and he even has videos of him being loud. He has videos of him starting a fire in his pool. He has videos of him going down the street with a motorbike. And just being loud in general. And then when his bus got in a crash or whatever, the tire flew off, he accused his neighbors of attempted murder. Like, that's something...
What?
Yeah, you haven't heard about that?
No, I didn't hear about that one.
Okay, so his he wasn't in the bus. He was in like Miami or something at the time. Yeah. But it was some of the Team 10 crew were in the bus. Mm-hmm. And they were on the highway, and the tire flew off, or something like that. And then they, you know, were on the side of the highway. And then later, Jake Paul came out with the video. They're like, "Oh yeah, I saw my neighbor unscrew the screws on the tire, and they attempted murder on us."
That's risky of Jake Paul to do that, because that could be huge in a lot. If someone potentially was like, well, no, I didn't, but I can take you to court for making those accusations. And if Jake Paul lost, he would, first, it'd bring more attention, which is probably what he wants, but then it'd probably leave him in a bad spot. Character-wise. Because he's already in a bad spot character-wise. Look at him. He's blaming people for attempted murder. He's being loud. He's being sued by his neighbors. He has all this drama with Alyssa Violet that he had when it came out that he was like kind of mentally abusing her. The fame got to his head, basically.
That's what I feel like as well. Like, he's his ego's bigger than anything right now, and it's insane to me that stuff like that can go to your head. And just like that you can act like a kid when you're in like a 20-year-old body. It's insane. Like, no one taught this kid how to be responsible. If you're like you saw the interview, right, when he was on the news.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was on the news. The guy was asking him questions like, "Oh, how do you feel about your neighbors saying that, you know, you're creating a war zone and stuff like that?" And then he was just like, "Oh, I feel sorry for them." Like, dude, just what the fuck? And then he made fun of the fucking news reporters, you know, making fun of his shoes. And it's like, this is the stupidest shit ever. And I don't know if there's gonna be any quote unquote Jake Paulers that are gonna be watching this. And more than anything, we're gonna give, like, they're probably gonna give us hate. But we're not hating on. Well, okay, we're not really hating on the guy, but we're just like taking a step back and thinking like, okay, what are you doing? Like, chill out.
And it's one of those things like, you saw the interview with his brother, right? Logan?
Explain. I have to recall.
Well, it was basically like, you know how fans are. They'll catch you off guard and ask you questions. I guess they had like started talking to Logan, his brother, and they're like, "What's going on with Jake?" Like, and he's just like, "Well, I don't know." Sorry, I might cut out again. They're like, "I don't know what's happening with him. He's just out of control." And then he goes on to say, like, even my parents are very upset with him.
Yeah,
yes. And, like, his decisions and everything that he's doing.
Yeah, Keemstar recently said that or something like that.
And it's like, once you hear that, like, if I was Paul and I heard my parents are upset with the decisions I'm making, I would stop. That's why I would take a step back and be like, hey, you're not being a societable person, in a sense.
Yeah,
So
and it's like I said, he makes the dumbest decisions ever. Like, some people could find something interesting that others don't, but why? Just come to the realization here with me, Andrew, and anyone listening to this. Why in God's name would you want to start a fire in your pool? Why?
yeah, I can agree with that one. That is,
Why the fuck would you want to do that?
that could have went bad for basically everyone who he was.
Yeah,
around.
because the fire was as tall as the house.
Yeah, he could have. That could have easily touched his. There it is. There it is. His Team 10 house, quote unquote, gone. What?
Yeah.
Maybe if someone was inside of it, God forbid that they would have been hurt. That's just something that you don't do. That's something like you have neighbors. I have neighbors. The people listening have neighbors. You have respect for them. You may not talk to them. You may not even see them on a day-to-day basis, but you know that there's guidelines that are just automatically set.
Yeah, like, you have to, like, respect others' thing. Like, when you have your own house, okay, so you know how, like, you're out in public, alright, and you have your own bubble, like, personal space, alright? When you have a house, that space is a little bit bigger, but once you pop that bubble, that's when you're interfering with other people's bubbles, and you need to chill. And,
Well, yeah.
And like I said, he was you even saw in the news footage, he was climbing on the news van, and then I forgot what else they said. Something about the neighbors, the news reporter was saying, and then he said dab on them. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're being interviewed in front of millions of people watching this news channel, and like, I would have probably said something cliche like, "Oh, shout out to my mom," but you have to say dab on him. But then the other cringy part was when he said, "What are those?" to the guy's shoes, but everyone else acts all pumped like, "Oh my god, whoa!" Like, what the fuck, dude? It just boggles my mind, honestly.
Well, and those people who act like that are his people who support him because of his name or because he's how do I say this? He's big in the YouTube community and his Disney Channel. Well, he's not even a part of Disney Channel anymore.
No, they fired him. Well,
I mean, look at him. He had Disney Channel. Disney Channel was helping him. Disney Channel is huge. I don't care what anyone says. Disney Channel is the biggest thing out there.
Hashtag,
no matter what.
Free PewDiePie.
Jesus Christ. Here we go. But like, you did something so dumb. Disney Channel dropped you.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie's huge too, but he's not as dumb as Jake. He's not even close to being dumb.
Nah, he makes fun of people like Jake Paul. That's the funny part.
Yeah, I know, but it's just his personality in that sense. He's the biggest YouTuber out there because of what he does.
Yeah. And I know I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the podcast, but we are doing this podcast. I think it's the first podcast without Riley. Riley is currently on vacation. He's on a cruise right now. He hasn't texted us back at all.
At all.
Which is fuck you, Riley. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, it's first podcast without Riley, so it's just me and Andrew today. Sorry for... It's just late disclaimer. But speaking of... drama as well within the YouTube community. There's a whole situation with a group of people, including FaZe Banks, FaZe Censor,
yes.
Alyssa Violet, and Sniper Wolf, and Yanette Garcia as well. Can't forget about her.
Yeah, that's the main one.
So
we're gonna focus on.
So apparently, what happened was Sniper Wolf was streaming some Overwatch, and she was talking shit about Alyssa Violet. If you don't know who Alyssa Violet is, she is an ex-girlfriend of Jake Paul. And the reason why they broke up is because Jake Paul was like cheating on her in front of her at the same house all the time with different women, and so she decided to leave and start dating FaZe Banks. But Sniper Wolf was streaming and talking shit about her. Then FaZe Banks decided to talk shit about Sniper Wolf on Twitter. Then Sniper Wolf started accusing more people. Or no, FaZe Banks actually said, hey, Phase censored, didn't Sniper Wolf start hitting on you and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. This whole situation is just a clusterfuck basically, and so yeah, it's just it's insane to me that Sniper Wolf's career is like, it seems like it's at the point of Leafy's career. It's like over, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just insane because I was watching. She started live streaming, like probably like 2 days afterwards, and literally the whole entire comments were L's,
yeah.
L.
I was
fucking
watching
funny.
as well.
Okay, continue. My bad. No, you go.
No, and it sucks because, like you said, she's at the point of Leafy where she kind of just, she's like just took a turn to the worst, and it's probably going to keep getting worse. I know that like the drama's kind of cooled down now as it's gone along, but why bring Face Sensor and his girlfriend into this?
Well, because FaZe Banks, because Sniper Wolf said something about Alyssa Violet and was like, "Oh, you're just, you're going to guy and something like that." FaZe Banks wanted to defend his girlfriend and talk shit about Sniper Wolf, but he went all in. He started talking about a ton of different shit that she did, and he tweeted tagging FaZe Censor and was like, "Hey Doug, didn't Sniper Wolf hit you up for that FaZe dick or something like that?" And then what's it called? Then Yannick Garcia came in with like she tweeted a picture. No, she tweeted at Sniper Wolf saying, "Stay away from my guy. Respect your relationship," because Sniper Wolf's in a relationship. I doubt she's not anymore because of her boyfriend found out about a whole bunch of stuff. Because in the leaked text messages that she texted Face Censor, she was saying that Sniper Wolf's boyfriend was like, she was in like an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
So imagine that, Andrew. Imagine you've been with a girl it was like an on and off relationship, and you found out she texted someone saying she's been in an abusive relationship. What would you do?
Well, that's the part where if she, I don't, respect women 2017 hashtag.
I know.
That's something where if I came across it, I'd be upset. Because if she felt that way, I'd want to know. Everyone would want to be the best and change for the best, not the worst. So if she felt that way, I'd kind of be in that confused part where like, oh, I didn't know I was doing this. Like, I didn't know I was making you feel those things to make you feel abused or mentally. I don't know if he did it physically. Nothing's been like brought out that he did that. All it said was being in like an abusive relationship. So I don't know what her definition of that is. But like you said, the funny thing is her boyfriend was protecting her. He was tweeting at I can't recall who it was. He was tweeting at someone.
Yeah, one of the face. One of the face.
Yeah,
members.
One of the face people. He was like, "Yeah, those messages aren't real."
Yeah.
I don't know where Doug got this. Like, it's photoshopped. And then that same day, Doug comes out with the video saying, "I went to the Verizon." He recorded himself going to the Verizon, plugging in his PC without any cuts, and scrolling through messages where he could not edit them. So they kind of just dug themselves a deeper.
And you know what I found funny too, and I'm not saying that Face Sensor's lying. He was in the store, the Verizon store, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm doing this without any cuts." And then there was like a cut afterwards, just to like skip. I found that funny. I was just like, "Oh, what a little ironic there." But yeah, I think she's now single, which sucks. But then now she's also losing a ton of subscribers, also losing a shit ton of respect. Because she's not really friends with a lot of people in the YouTube community. She blocked Scarce on Twitter. She's blocked Luna. She's blocked FaZe members. It's insane. And like respect on YouTube is kind of big because if like say for example, this wasn't the situation, but say Leafy and iDubbbz were friends, and then Leafy betrayed iDubbbz, and then iDubbbz made a content cop, and then Leafy's career is over. Like, you need the respect, or else your career is gonna just end. You know, it's insane.
Yeah, I mean,
your mic keeps cutting out, Andrew.
I am not sure why it keeps doing that. Okay, I'm not good.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Yeah, I don't know why I'm having mic issues. I've dropped my headset a few times. That might be why.
And by drop his headset a few times, he
I mean playing CS and throwing. Yeah. Skeptic.
Oh, your mic keeps cutting out. What's up?
Is it really?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, Skeptic's definitely heard me get mad at CS a few times and
it's not even. Yeah, it's not just in me. It's also Riley. He's heard you slam your mouse on multiple occasions. It's insane. All right, sorry guys, we just took a mini break. Andrew had to do something. So on to other news. What's going on in the COD community, Andrew?
Okay, so earlier last night around 2 in the morning, I happened to actually just go to bed as soon as he tweeted out, but the people who are making World War II have released a World War II main menu kind of teaser trailer. They've been releasing a lot of teasers. First of all, with zombies, they just uploaded a quick picture.
Yeah.
Then they released the actual trailer, which I reacted to, and then they released this last night. So it's a pretty cool menu. Obviously, you have your select button and your back button, but on the very bottom it says headquarters. And I don't know if you've heard, there's going to be like a headquarters type mode in there, like H1Z1. You know, like when you load up in the game, you're in that,
like
by the helicopter and stuff. Yeah, kind of. You just like, it's not really a game mode. It's like when you first click play, it takes you to that like little loading screen before where everyone's in there and it's kind of just like a big pile of people. It's kind of like that. And then it says public match. So this is obviously your, public match, domination, team deathmatch. And something that was really big for people is ranked match. You've played Black Ops 2, right?
Yeah.
So league play, basically in a sense, league play. And a lot of people are like really excited for league play. I'm personally excited for it. I really like the ESL kind of like league play type style things. I'm really into like competitive sports and stuff like that.
And I'm curious, what are they gonna do to make it different from Battlefield 1?
I remember you made a comment on my video and this looks like Battlefield 1 DLC. And it's hard to disagree with you. We've both kind of been in the COD community since Black Ops 1 maybe?
I've been playing since MW2, but not like on a serious note. I played occasionally here and there, but then I started playing more often when it came to Black Ops 1 and then 2 and then Modern Warfare 3 and so on. But I lost interest after Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare I didn't play that much. I played more than Modern Warfare 2, but it wasn't like it was just like it was alright. And then Black Ops 3 came out. It was another it's alright. Play it here and there. Zombies, the default zombies map, I fucking hate. I absolutely fucking hate it, dude. I know how to do everything besides upgrade the swords to level like whatever the second upgrade, but I fucking hate it. Like the old zombies maps, it's easy as shit because the Pack-a-Punch was in a spot. You didn't have to go to Africa, cure Ebola, North Korea, stop their nukes, blah blah blah. You do all this shit to get Pack-a-Punch, and it's dumb.
Yeah, and I've been in the COD community since I think I played COD 4. That was probably like the first COD game I played for a little, and then Modern Warfare 2 came out. But I kind of played a little more serious than you. We became friends, and we'd play here and there. But you're mostly the Halo player at the time, and you're still are. I still consider you a little more of a bigger Halo player and like PC type games.
I'm just like I own console and console and PC, but if it was like, all right, you could only live with one thing your whole life, it would be a console, just because I've been a console player since I was young.
Yeah.
But I still love PC because it's a fact. It's not an opinion, but the PC is superior to the console in every way.
But it's just like that first love because you and me both had.
Yeah, it was like I fell in love with the communication of like, I don't know, like it was just I don't know, consoles. Oh my god, what the fuck was that?
No idea what's going on. I'm having a lot.
Yeah, you're having a lot of technical difficulties over there, Andrew.
Yes, this is what happened.
Oh my god.
There it is again. I don't know what it is.
There
it is again. I don't know what it is. I changed up my setup. You've seen it. I'm still gonna make a video on it. It just having like a lot of headset difficulties. Not really computer or monitor or like mic difficulties. Just headset difficulties itself. You probably heard that loud beep when I turned back on my headset that you so much hate. But getting back into Call of Duty, it's just that first love that we had as a console because we were. Maybe 9, 10 when we got our Xboxes?
I was 6. It was in 2007. I got my first.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. I think I got mine a little later because you were already. You were a little bigger on gaming when we first met than I was. Like you were a huge. But like I said, it's just our first love for the game, and then going back to the World War II main menu that they leaked. There's custom match, so those 1v1 on Rust. That's my favorite. The daily mode. People don't know what daily mode is. I feel like it's gonna be kind of like a firing range type thing. It might be just like a special challenges now that are like in MWR with the slasher or prop hunt that they've had. Yeah. I don't know if you've heard of those things. Last played. People think it's like. You've played Overwatch, right?
A little bit, yes.
So when you play like a game of Overwatch and then you go to the main menu, it'll say like your recent game, like your highlights. It'll give you those.
Yeah.
I think this is what that's going to be, or maybe a theater mode. Theater mode would be huge to come back. People that aren't. I wouldn't say fortunate. They don't record at certain times may miss things. So maybe a last played / theater mode would be huge for some people. Especially people who are like coming on from YouTube and just kind of want to record their gameplays. And then the last thing at the bottom right is Nazi zombies. I don't know how you're gonna feel about zombies. As you said, you have to go to Africa and Asia and cure all these things. As before, when we played Black Ops 1, zombies was so fun. You had Kino der Toten, it was so fun. You went to the theater room and you sat there for rounds and rounds and rounds, and we tried to get as high as we could. And then you go to Black Ops 3 and you have to travel across the country, jumping from place to place just to find a part.
It's not like it's only fun during the later rounds. The beginning rounds are total shit. Yeah.
Well, that's every.
And I don't know how I feel about World War II zombies because I saw your reaction to the trailer, and the trailer showed this dude, this big buff dude, which kind of looks like the Warden in Black Ops 2 Mob of the Dead. So I kind of feel like he'll be following you around everywhere, kind of like George Romero as well. And what's that one Black Ops Zombies map? I forgot what it was called.
Was it 5? Black Ops 1 5?
No, that's the no. That was the Pentagon, right? That was the Pentagon.
Yeah, that was the Pentagon.
Okay, so whatever, the snow map in Black Ops 1, the DLC or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
George A. Romero just follows you around all the time. You have to stun him, blah, blah. I hate that, dude. I don't want to feel like I got this big, fucking weight, someone following me. I just want to know that I'm overpowered and I can kill all these zombies. I don't want to fucking, like I said, have to worry about, hey, there's dudes following me, let me go run somewhere else. I just want to train. My favorite zombies map is Nuketown because it is so small, it is so simplistic, it's easy for everyone, and it's the best in my opinion.
Yeah, and I remember, what is it? Earlier, just jumping to a different topic. Earlier, you mentioned that you've been doing YouTube for 5 years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I've been doing it for about a year and a half, and I've had 3 different channels. Just trying to start. find a rhythm.
Yeah, and it's crazy to think that I've been doing this for 5 years. I kind of still remember the day. I'm a little bit fuzzy on it, but the day I started my channel is when I was on, I think it was on Xbox, or I was FaceTiming, but I was talking to Kamal, a really good friend of mine, and he had a YouTube channel, and I remember at the time when Black Ops 2 was out, and you were able to share your like clips from Black Ops 2 to YouTube. And he did that, and he had like 200 views, and I'm like, holy shit, 200 people saw that? And I was like, I want to start making videos. I want to start making content. So I did, and at the time I had a fucking iPad mini, and and I don't know if you know, I don't think anyone really knows, but my TV was on the floor, okay, and my iPad mini, if I just held it up, well, if I like stood it up, it would be like kind of like how when you're at the first row of a movie theater and you have to like look all the way up and your like neck's broken practically. So what I did is I got something from Comic-Con. That's cringy of me, but it's on Minecraft Head. All right. So I put the iPad mini on the box while playing, and that's how I would record my videos, and I would just talk, and then and like I think I might do like a reaction video. I don't have a webcam, but I think I might do a reaction a video to my old YouTube videos, or talk about how I progressed over the years and what I learned and what I did differently, and how like you can improve better on YouTube and stuff like that. Not just you, but like our audiences and whatnot.
Yeah. And we have like decent audiences. I have around 20 subs. Z3NITH has around 15.
Yeah, and
your personal channel has 6. Yeah, you just reached 60 subscribers, and
recently, my goal when I started the channel, my new channel, was 50 subs, and I surpassed that. And I'm currently at 61, and I'm fucking super thankful for everyone who is currently subscribing. And I don't force people to subscribe. I ask them, I'm like, if you liked my content, then don't forget to subscribe. But I only want you to subscribe if you actually truly do like my content, if you like the quality of the video, if you like my voice, if you like the outro, anything that you like, then subscribe. But if it's I hate when people are like, oh, sub for sub, I'll sub back, dude, blah blah blah. And also another milestone, which is pretty fucking insane, is I hit 3,000 views on my Halo video, dude, and it's still going. It's at 3,200 views right now, and it's fucking mind-boggling to think that 3,000 people liked it, 40 likes and 9 dislikes, and then I think it's got like 20 plus comments, if I can remember. Let me see. I'm checking right now.
Yeah. It's something. It's
33 comments.
That's something that I definitely could say you deserve. As you said earlier, you reacting from when you started 5 years ago, because I remember that setup. You doing like the Nuketown Zombies, you recorded that small. Yeah, I know you remember that. It was like a 40-minute video of you and your cousin playing Nuketown Zombie.
Yeah.
And it's just like the old videos. I could go back to mine when I used to, like you said, you had your iPad. I had my phone, and I would set it up to where it would fit the screen, and it would just record it.
Yeah, I still have the video up of me and you playing Dead Island, and we were talking about 6th grade, and we were like, "Oh yeah, it's so hard." It wasn't hard at all, dude. At the time, it was for us. But if like the present now was to go back in the past to do it, it would be easy.
Oh yeah, way easier, because we both have, decent PCs that can record what we need to record. You have your Elgato. You record great gameplays. Like I can just, by looking at your gameplays, I personally just like the videos, not because I've known you for so long, just because I personally like your content and how you spend like 2 to 3 hours on it. Like the other day when I went to your house, we could not stop laughing while you were recording. So like if we made a bloopers, that would be the best thing ever. Yeah. So, but you just personally just spend a lot of time on your videos, and I think that's why you did 60 subs and those 3K.
Because a YouTuber where I learned a majority of my stuff, mainly not necessarily thumbnails, but like how to title your videos, the tags, and what people look for. I he had a mentality, and he shared with everyone what that mentality was. And it was like, every time you make a video, if you're in the process of making a video, editing it, blah blah whatever, imagine if you knew 1,000,000 people were gonna see this. Do what you would do if there's 1,000,000 people who are gonna see this. So you don't want mistakes, you don't want any errors, blah blah blah. Yes, granted, I do make a few errors here and there, and I don't notice them until I'm done uploading it. But I will learn in the future. Like, I know recently, after uploading my how I lost my Xbox profile video, I noticed that when I was in the middle of saying the word Microsoft, that I accidentally cut that half the word, and I'll learn to not do that again. But yeah, it's just, it boggles my mind that, like, it kind of paid off, all the hard work, all the nights staying up. And I used to have a bad habit of binge watching a ton of YouTube videos of stuff that can help me improve. But I would do it at the worst times possible. I would do it on a school night at, like, this time now, 10 p.m. And I would I remember watching all of Z3NITH's videos, which is the YouTuber where I told you he had the nice mentality. And I would binge watch all of his videos. Next thing you know, I find out it's like 4 in the fucking morning, and then I would ask him off, like, no, I don't want to go to school. Same for CS. When I wanted to improve in CS:GO, I fucking watched a shit ton of videos. I even played a couple games because that gave me inspiration, and then I would not go to school. And you wouldn't know it because you didn't go to the same high school freshman year.
Yeah. We kind of split off 8th grade year.
Yeah,
but like you said, hard work pays off, and it's just, you've been there for 5 years. I've been here for a year and a half. Like, I came late into the CS scene. I came late into learning how to record better, and you've given me a lot of tips. I remember I was streaming. I think I was streaming, and you were like, "Hey, let me check out your channel. I want to give you some tips," and you did. And I kind of took it. I took it to a hurt, because I thought I was doing things right. But then I go back and I realize, hey, maybe I could spend 20-30 minutes editing my videos. And I've kind of taken after you, where I sit there and I watch it, and then I make cuts. And we're all human, so obviously you're gonna cut out words.
Yeah.
You'll do something to mess up, but it's not like trash videos that, not necessarily our videos are trash, but like older videos would, you know, 20 minutes here, hey, just upload it and then make a title, and that was it.
Yeah, and I even remember when on my old channel, Skeptical Void, I used to make videos, and in the process, like, I would watch it back and I'd be like, oh, what I said there was so cringy, or I would watch like 30 seconds of the video and then I would upload it. Like, I wouldn't watch it fully through because I didn't enjoy it. Like, I didn't like really realize that I didn't enjoy it, and I would just upload it, and then I would be like, wow, why am I not getting views? Why aren't people enjoying this? But now I look back on like the videos that I make today, and I'm like, wow, I actually enjoy seeing nice 1080p footage of like Friday the 13th, and I like seeing the thumbnail, or not the thumbnail, the thumbnail, but like the fucking watermark, or I like seeing the lower thirds, stuff that I've learned over the years all come together, and it looks really nice. Like you said, hard work pays off.
Yeah, and eventually I'll get there. I've been on YouTube for, like I said, a year and a half, and when I got, I didn't make a video on this. I did get copyright striked. There's a strike on my channel, the current one I have now. And, you're the first one to know about it, and you're kind of just like, don't give up because someone striked your video. Yeah. And I was like, I kind of thought about it, like, obviously you're going to get butthurt. I was butthurt. I was pretty upset. And then you're kind of like, dude, just don't take it too serious. And I didn't. And then I started, I have a few videos to edit still. I've changed up things, the way I do things. Yeah. You've taught me to script videos. Not necessarily script them, but when you make your gameplays, or not your gameplays, when you make your videos, like you talking about your account, I've seen you write kind of like a script of what you want to talk about, and then sum it up, and then make the video. Yeah. And just, small things like that, where instead, if I messed up, I would stop recording and restart. But with you kind of just, you mess up and you keep going. And that's where editing comes in, when, like you said, you spend more time. You're not just watching 30 seconds and then throwing it up on YouTube.
Yeah. And you have improved compared to when you first started YouTube, but you kind of like you still have a little bit of, well, not a little bit, but a lot to learn. Which I'll teach you eventually over time. Yes. But yeah, we've both come a long ways, honestly. Like I said, I'll probably make a video on it, looking back on my old channel, probably cringing over it, because it really was cringy. I remember I was looking back at a video that me and Giovanni made, and it was so bad, dude. Like, the fucking frame rate I was getting when recording Minecraft was like 20 frames per second or 16. I don't fucking know. It was awful. Yeah. And then you could barely hear him because I was using a Rock Band mic, but I called him on the phone and I put him on speaker because I didn't know where he lived at the time, or, you know, he couldn't come over because it was like 9 at night. And it was just so bad, dude. But like you said, hard work does pay off. And another video of mine, it was the Apple headphones tutorial. It currently has 868 views, and that's still mind-boggling to me that another set of 1,000 people almost seen it, and it's insane. And I think in due time it'll probably hit 1,000 views. I got a couple other videos that are 100 plus. But like I said, on my Halo 5 video, I've gotten a good amount of support. I've gotten people saying thanks, helped out a lot, or I love your thumbnails, or very helpful video for Halo players, keep it up, and just stuff like this. It like really inspires people, and it keeps people going. And it was funny too, because when I made that video, guess what happened? Some other small YouTuber named Skeptic commented on it, and he said there can only be one, and then I told him I loved his name, and it was funny as shit. Yeah. But it's the little things. Even likes help inspire people.
And like you said, over time, we'll hit different milestones that we have. And I just want to end on the last note where I just want to say thank you to everyone who watches your channel. I see the growth on there. I check out your channel from time to time, especially when you watch videos or you make videos. I always tend to be the first one to watch it. I don't know why, just am. With Z3NITH, a lot of people support Z3NITH too. The podcast did great, and we got amazing feedback, so that's what makes us want to do it even more. Yeah. And just on my channel, I really appreciate just all the support that come across our 3 channels that you've worked really hard on all of them. Even mine, you worked hard on mine. Yeah. Helping me with my banner, helping me with Twitch, helping me with my logos and everything. You work very hard. I just want to say thank you to everyone who likes the videos and stuff, and it makes us want to make more podcasts like this. Like the podcast on Skeptic's channel has 62 views, 65 views, something like that. It like amazes us, and it just makes us want to do bigger things with Z3NITH. I want to grow Z3NITH a lot. It's one of my main priorities, other than my channel and Skeptic's channel. I want to do a lot of things with Z3NITH, and maybe that's just a different topic for another podcast.
Yeah, and last note, like you said, there's a couple things I do want to say. One, I have a lot of video ideas on my mind. One of them is a Doom glitching tutorial. Another is, like I said, looking back at my old channel. Maybe more Halo tutorials on like how to, because I used to be really good at Halo 3 when I was young, and I've kind of gotten off that train, but I really want to hop back on. So maybe another tutorial on how to get better at Halo games or FPS games in general. And if you guys want more tutorials from me teaching everyone else on how to get big, well, not necessarily big, but get better at YouTube with thumbnails or tags or titles and stuff like that, I will just let me know in the comments below and I'll do it. If say if you have a problem with your Xbox or something like that, and you'll be like, hey, can you make a tutorial on this, then I'll look it up. I'll try to do my best. But yeah, like I said, I'm down to help any of you guys out. And like I said, I have a ton of video ideas on my mind. I'm trying to work on them as soon as I can. I also have a Halo mini-tage coming out soon. I don't know when. I still have to get a couple more clips. And it's not the best. I still kind of find it cringy, but like I said, it's a learning process. It's something new that I haven't done before. But yeah, so subscribe to my channel. I will put it in the link, or I'll put it in the description down below. Go subscribe to Zenith. This podcast, so every podcast we make will go on Zenith and my channel, by the way. So if you're not watching this on the Zenith channel, go subscribe to the Zenith channel. Me, Classic Pandas, and Riley post on that channel. Riley does not have his own personal channel. His personal channel is kind of Zenith, so we kind of share it. But we're still trying to upload on that account. Riley, like I said, is currently away on vacation. Andrew's focusing on his channel. I'm focusing on mine. But when we get the chance, we will upload on that account. We do have a couple of videos out right now. So yeah, go subscribe to Zenith. Also go subscribe to Classic Pandas if you're really into like Call of Duty stuff and just gaming stuff in general. So yeah. And go subscribe to my channel if you like a very diverse gaming channel. So if you like tutorials, if you like commentaries, story times, podcasts, anything along those lines that are gaming related, then I am the guy. So like I said, subscribe to all of us, and I hope you have a great one. Andrew, do you have anything else to say?
No, I don't. Make sure you guys just like and subscribe.
All right, guys, have a good day. Peace.
Peace.